Setting up an altar doesn't have to be expensive or super complicated. You can use items you already have and items that you find out on your walks or when you're out in nature or out in parks. Stay tuned, let's talk about it. Hi everybody, welcome back to another video by Pan Society. I'm Cherie, and today I want to talk about putting together an altar that is not complicated and is made from objects that you can find or already have. I think sometimes we put too much pressure on ourselves to have an altar that is super fancy, and it really doesn't have to be. So today I went on a walk around my yard to see what's, needs deadheading, what needs clipping, work that I need to do outside. And while I was out there, I went ahead and collected some flowers and fruits. Along the way, I always grow cosmos. This is one of those flowers that my mom has always told my sister and I that she absolutely loves. It reminds her of Korea. They have a lot of them, or had a lot of them when she was growing up. So I take this as a connection for me to Korea and my ancestors there in that land. So I always grow yellow cosmos because the yellow ones were my mom's favorites. I've collected goldenrod, and don't worry, this is goldenrod that has already fallen because of the storms. This is bee food for this season, so don't overpick, but it's also medicinal as well. So there's tons of uses for it out there. I've also picked up wildflowers, and the red flowers are actually pineapple sage blooms. So it's really, really pretty. So I clipped some of those, as well as some dark purple basil. And of course, my ancestors are fiery. We eat lots of fiery food now. I know there's a lot of that heat energy. So I've included chilies on my altar, as well as some candles that I've had around. So for me, laying out my altar is laying out everything that I have collected and just rearranging. Oh, I forgot to talk about the Coleus. The Coleus leaves are plants my sister loves to grow. So we have tons of Coleus that I asked her if I could use some, and I asked the plant if I could use some. And so I use those as kind of like bases or doilies sort of. But you lay out all the items that you've collected and then kind of arrange them in a way that feels good to you. And once you have an arrangement you like, voila, you have an altar set up. And to show you even better, I just laid this out on top of a bookcase by my entranceway because, I don't have a fancy table that's open right now. And I just wanted to show you how simple it really, really was to put an altar together. So I hope this inspires you to create altars out there. Some tips I have are when you go out on your walks, take an offering if you plan on harvesting from a forest. So take an offering before you take anything, and always ask permission. But other than that, have fun and follow your bliss. So if you do make altars, take pictures, share with us on Facebook or Instagram. Thank you so much for sharing your time with me today. Don't forget to comment, share, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time in the next Pan video.